Welcome to Bigger Thinking. It's about picking up the quarters and making the dollars. I am a young entrepreneur, real estate agent, real estate broker. All right, 2025. This is episode number 1. Woohoo! All right, this is Bigger Thinking, picking up the quarters and making the dollars. At the end of this video, I am going to teach you how to become an Amazon associate and how to start making money today. So that's the hook for the end of the video, okay? This is my introduction of how you can start investing for free. For free. This is how you can invest for free. I love it. I love investing for free. You take no money and you start making money. That is America, okay? You can start sharing these links with family, coworkers, loved ones, friends, and start getting paid for the referrals that you already send Amazon links to loved ones. You click and you get paid off of that bad boy. That's what I'm talking about. You already send it. You already send in the links, people. You already do it. I send on average 1,000 links a year. This show is about small investing for big rewards. Oneself bigger and better, and leaving a legacy. Investing, lending, real estate, tax liens, ATM business in general, and car washes, long-term and short-term rentals, okay? We're going to be learning anything and everything that we can to put money in our pocket for the little bitty quarters or for free, or we'll talk about after we get to the dollars, the thousands of dollars, and hopefully into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Maybe if we're really sharp, we'll get into the millions and maybe the billions, huh? Okay, so let's dive into this. My name is Sean Wantelock. I am an executive broker for Archer Realty in Arkansas. I own a self-service car wash. I have 2 ATMs, and I have 1 short-term rental and 1 long-term rental. I invest in tax liens in other states. I'm an Amazon associate, and I'm always looking for the next deal to invest in. Okay, you never know what's gonna happen. You never know when it's gonna happen, but you do know that you gotta prepare for it. Those lucky few people that things just fall in their laps and they just happen to know the people that know what to do with it and they just reap the benefits. Kudos to you, man. That's all I gotta say. But for the rest of us, we've got to prepare. We got to plan. We got to scrape. We've got to grind. We've got to go so far and above and beyond. On a personal level, I am married to a beautiful wife, have 2 wonderful children who have been diagnosed with autism. I got started on this path leaving a legacy for my children and an inheritance. I have done a lot of things in business, and like running my own upholstery shop for 4 years. I did tax preparation for 2 years. I was a laser technician at Long Chiropractic. I was a parts advisor. I was a parts delivery. I was shipping and receiving. I was so much for that dealership, and I worked for both of them at the same time. I actually did this in reverse. So I started in automotive and worked backwards from that. We sold our house. I closed my business. I sold everything I could get my hands on. We became debt-free in consumer credit cards and all that stuff. You know, all we had was school debt. I think it was the only debt we had was school debt, which was huge, and our income wasn't increasing any. And I remember praying, and I said, Lord, how does someone get rich? How does someone get wealthy? I don't want to be a rich man heart to where we have no compassion or something to that effect, or greed. I don't want that, but I do want to leave a legacy. I do want to be a tremendous blessing in that way, financially. And we've been poor for so long. I mean, we were rich to a lot of people, but we were just needing so much more income because of the choices that we made. Anyway, so in 2020, I felt like I needed to get in real estate. In 2018, or late 2018, I got in the tax business, and I passed that tax federal licensing test to where I could actually do people's taxes. That was hard. That was the hardest thing I had ever done, ever. Whenever I got to 2020, I'm like, if I can do the hardest test in the nation, I can do real estate. I want this channel to be educational, encouraging, inspirational, but if nothing else, I am leaving it for my children to look back and see that they can do anything if they put their mind to it. I've got some exciting news about showing you how to become an Amazon associate. Okay? Super simple. Super simple. Do not overcomplicate this. First thing you want to do, you want to go to Amazon and you want to create an account. Okay? If you don't have an Amazon account, you've got to create an Amazon account. But if you're watching YouTube, you probably have an Amazon account. So there you are. But if not, you got to create an Amazon account. Second thing you want to do is you want to look up Amazon Associate inside Amazon. Okay? Then you want to you want to leave that window open, or that tab. You want to open a new tab or get a new window or whatever. And you want to type in medium.com. And you want to set up a free account. Okay? All this is free so far. All right? You want to set up a free account. And that free account, want to have your profile and then leave it on the profile, okay? So then we're going to leave that open. We're going to go back over to Amazon. You're going to put in all your information, your shipping information. Then you'll want to go to Medium and you want to create an account and you want to leave open that profile, okay? And then we're going to jump back over to Amazon and you're going to go to Amazon Associate. You're going to type in your information, your addresses, your emails, your tax information. It's got to have all this, okay? Don't forget your tax information. It's one of your big things. Follow the prompts. But the biggest prompt that everybody gets stumped on is, oh, I don't have a website. That's what Medium's for. Medium is a free platform that you can use your profile as your website, okay? So after you get that, you get to go back over to Medium. You want to copy and paste. So at the very top of the screen, you want to take that Medium, www.medium.com / biggerthinker.com. Take that, copy, and then paste that right into the Amazon website link. And then they're going to say, oh, wonderful, you have a link. You have a website. All right, that's into that. Okay, so then we're going to go over to SpyFu, and then there's two little things there, two little tools that just help you tremendously. And the first one is SpyFu. SpyFu.com will allow you to search for free the products that are selling the most. So, like for instance, a mini fridge or an Apple, a Mac computer, something like that. You can type in there and it will tell you how many sales are happening that month or that week or that year or whatever. And that's the product you might want to go after and put a Medium article on. So the next thing is ChatGPT. So we want to go to Amazon. We want to type in Mac, okay? Mac computer. We want to find the newest one. We want to copy and paste whichever one we pick on, and we're just going to pick out what it is. So it's Mac M4 or whatever, blah blah blah, 2024. We're going to go ChatGPT. We're going to paste that into the article creation of ChatGPT, and it's going to create an entire outline of a Mac computer article. Okay, Whenever we do that, what it's going to do is we're going to go in there, we're going to check everything, make sure it's all correct. We're going to put our own twist on it. We're going to add some photographs. We're going to add our links from Amazon. And then we're going to copy and paste that into Google Docs, because some computers will allow you to do in chat. Some people have to do Google Docs. Some people have to use Word. Some people have to wait to do all that in Medium. So it's just kind of play around with it, learn a little bit. Okay. So then after you do that, you're gonna copy and paste this stuff over into Medium and make an article. You're gonna post that article, no matter if it's perfect or not. Don't worry about perfection. You're gonna make 4 of these articles at least a week, because it takes less than 5 minutes if you're any good at anything at all. But it takes me 30, okay? So don't feel like you have to be real quick about it. After you post it, you're going to copy and paste this article. And you're going to post it on all social media platforms, on all your websites, on everything and anything. And then later on, you're going to save up some money, and we're going to need to start putting this in, putting some money into this, and we're going to start shipping this over through Facebook Marketplace ad campaigns. And we're going to specifically point out like LA or New York City or Chicago or Nashville, Tennessee, or Destin, Florida, whatever. We're going to pick out some very, very metropolitan areas that allow us to get a lot more buyers that are always shopping, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's what you're going to do through the Amazon Associate Program. You're going to do this over and over and over and over and over again, because the more you do it, if you take this concept, the more you do it, it's impossible to not make money. It's impossible. I sent out 29 links the very first day I did this. I had 3 sales by the end of the day. Okay? And I have 1 reoccurring sale, consistently reoccurring, because that person's like, oh, well, I'll just go back to the link that Sean sent me in my text, because now I don't have to search it on Amazon or whatever. The more you push it out there, and this is me, I created a new Facebook page for this specifically. I've already had 39 views, and I didn't send it to nobody. Okay? That also helps with Medium. Medium will pay you that way as well. Facebook will pay you over a long period of time too, after you get so many views. YouTube, all this stuff is money making, and you're getting paid more and more and multiple times off the same content. Okay? It's impossible not to make money. So, this is bigger thinking. You got to get out of the box. We are superheroes. Stop being normal. My parents, as growing up, we always had common sense. Everything was common sense. Oh, common sense this and common sense that. That's common sense. I eventually started getting common sense. It was common sense to me. But then there was people younger than me that was completely ignorant and felt shattered because they didn't know what something was or how to do something. There is not a stupid question. The only question that is stupid is the one you didn't ask. You ask, you learn. You ask, you learn. You ask one question, you might have 4 answers. None of them may be right, because you live your own story. You live your own life. You may have to weigh out and balance the 4 different answers with a common principle. And that's why it's really important to have principles in your life. I think about all these different degrees, but I'm also a doer. Sometimes I will do it even if it's against all the upper 2 pieces, but it's still okay with the lower 2 pieces. Let's say that this rental is a piece of junk and they're wanting $10,000 more than what it's worth, and I weigh out the numbers. I weigh out the numbers 100%. Okay, and then once I get done with them numbers, and if it works with 10 grand over the course of time, I'm willing to give that person that 10 grand. And the reason why is because I'm a real estate agent, so I'm going to get that referral later on. So that $10,000 is a $10,000 I spend in advertising, goodwill, good word, so on and so forth. So it could very likely come back to me within a month. With that being said, I have algorithms, which I'm going to be sharing some of my algorithms with you. I'm going to be talking about different types of loans. We're gonna have a great time talking about business, how to improve ourselves, and how to make sure that we stand upon the word. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of good comments, a lot of bad comments. I'm sure, that's what I'm sure of. Negative and positive content comments on your content is not a bad thing. The worst thing that could happen is that there's no comments and no negative or positive comments. That's the scary stuff, you know. Like I said, I'm learning. I know there's a lot of people that are doing this and a lot of people that are learning, but I'm going to connect with somebody. I'm going to be here for somebody. And like I said, if nothing else, I'm leaving a legacy for my children. Until next time, think bigger.